Hello, welcome back to Week 5 Q&A Part 2. We're going to continue answering some questions that students had about some of the assignments. One of them was concatenation. I covered this within the class notes document, but I want to cover it right now. So, concatenation. What is it and how do I do it? Well, concatenation is simply taking two or more strings and putting them together to form one longer string. So what we're going to do is go back to the project we were working on last time and add some stuff to it. So I'm going to open up Unity. And I'm going to click on my GUI text test. You'll remember last time that we had the output text, and we placed in that variable hello again. So if we switch to Unity just to make sure it still runs, we'll run it. And here we go, it says hello again. So that's working fine. Let's switch back to the code. Alright, so the most simple way to concatenate two things, and this is almost a silly example, but just to show you that it works. To concatenate or join together two strings, we just simply use the plus, and we'll say hello again and again. Alright? So we have one string here and another string here, and we're using this plus symbol to join the two. So we'll save that, switch back to Unity, and we'll run that. And you'll see here hello again and again is displayed. Let's stop that. Now in our assignment we had to display variables, right? So let's create a couple variables that we can use, right? Let's say int number 1 equals 10, for instance. Right? So we can also concatenate this sort of variable, right, just by saying plus, right, and number 1. Now here I'm using the variable and not what this is. This is a string literal. A string literal is a series of characters within quotation marks. That's very important to remember. When it says string literal, that means it literally will print or display what is within the quotation marks. A variable, however, when you assign it to text, will display the value of the variable. So let's switch back to Unity and see what this does. Alright, so we see hello again and again, and 10, which is the value of number 1. Okay. Now you could easily see how if you had a lot of variables to add to this text, that you'd end up running on and on across the page, and you might run out of room and it would look bad, right? But there's an option, right? You can say output text dot text, And instead of just saying equals, you can say plus equals. And what this does, instead of just setting the variable, it adds whatever you put here to the end of the current variable. Right? So it will concatenate on the end, or append. Right? So we can say next line, I'm here. I'm here. And now this will, even though it's on a different line as far as within the code, it will be on the same line on our window. In fact, I have to change the window just a little bit just to see it. Now what if we want to go to a separate line within the GUI text? In other words, instead of next line I'm here, actually go to a new line on the screen. Well, that calls for a special character, and that is the new line character, and within a string that is the backspace n, like such. And you'll notice that it is colored differently because it's a special character. Right? It won't print to the screen. You won't see \n on the screen, but what it will do is put a line break in there. So if we do that, we'll switch back to here and we'll run it. And there you go. Hello again and again. 10, and the next line I'm here. Right? Stop it. Switch back, and we can put this in anywhere, right? You put it in \n there. Well, \n there. Run it again. You see how that works? Simple. With this much information, you should be able to do the variables assignment, because it really just, it's a matter of putting in a bool, right? A true, maybe, right? A public float, floaty, right, equals 50 point. Yeah. And what else was there? Public string name, right, equals Mr. B. All right. And then you would output them down here. Simple. So for instance, I would say output text plus equals new line floaty. And then do output text plus equals new line plus namey. I think that's just about everything. So let's play that. So it should be clear how this is working, right? So that is concatenation. And that is how you output, how you format your output to show up on different lines. Thank you for watching.